Is it funny or is it stressful? Yeah, a recent Leger poll shows that 63% of parents say back-to-school shopping is straining their finances. 75% say price is the #1 factor in their decisions. So how can families make smart spending choices when setting their kids up for success? Friend of the show and financial expert Shiraz Ahmed is back with some of these answers. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, you got kids of your own. You know things can get pricey. This is the time of year where the kids say, ooh, I need this, I want this, and parents go, maybe, maybe not, right?
Absolutely, and I think it's really important for all parents to kind of set realistic expectations with your kids. Is this something that you want, or do you need, or do you just kind of want it? So how bad do you really want it is always, I think, something important for all parents to ask.
I was telling you off camera that my son's like, I want a new backpack, and I said, does your backpack from last year still work? Yes. Well, then you don't need a backpack. But it was really hard for me to have that conversation because all his little friends got new stuff, right? And so there's the expectations, as you said, the need versus the want. So how do you separate those worlds? It's easier said than done.
Absolutely, and I think it's two parts. But first thing is, how much of this is the parent and how much of it is the kid? Because half the time it's actually the parents that are motivating a lot of these purchases. We're living in an Instagram world right now. Everybody has the latest and greatest. So do you really need the new Nikes this year, or that new backpack, or does last year still work, or do last year's clothes still fit? I think these are important questions to ask.
We're looking at some of these setting expectations with your kids. Shopping secondhand, I love this because we have access, and this is where tech is great. You have access to, Facebook Marketplace or all these other options where you can not just buy, you can also sell. So make your money work for you.
Absolutely, and I think it's really important to do that because you're buying, and we're in a consumer culture right now, so we're all purchasing new things all the time, but often, especially young kids, they grow out of it so fast.
Yes.
They barely used it.
Yes.
So why not get a little bit of that money back? You may not get all of it, but at least you get some.
And then think about this. So now we go long term. RESPs, this is the long game, the conversation here, and a lot of people find this maybe overwhelming and think, maybe I don't need to start this now. The earlier you start, the better.
Absolutely. So it's also first just important to define what is it. So an RESP, it's just an account type. It's a registered education savings plan. Every dollar that you put in, the government will give you a government grant, so AKA free money, up to about $500 per year. So if you max out the contribution at $2,500, they're going to give you $500 free per year, which is amazing. If you fully fund it, let's say you start at age 1 of your kid. If assuming kind of a modest rate of return, call it a little over 5.8%, that guy should grow up to $80,000+ over the course of their life until they're 18. That's a pretty impressive amount. If they start at 5, let's say you wait a couple years, that can still be over $50,000. And considering that your typical tuition for a 4-year degree in Canada is in and around $50,000, you could cover most of undergraduate degree for your kids.
And it does not feel overwhelming come game time when they're like, Mom, Dad, now I'm heading off, and you've got that set aside. So it's one less thing to worry about because that's what we need to think about. For those who are older, you're a high school student, university-age kids, financial literacy, we were saying when we grew up, I learned how to play the recorder and the things. You always see the memes go around. What are you actually learning in school? I think they're doing a better job of it now in some of their classrooms. But when it comes to financial literacy, how do you make your kids get on board?
So I think they are doing a bit better, but the curriculum's still not where it needs to be from my perspective as well. But, with social media, there's a lot more awareness of financial needs out there, especially for younger kids. So I think it's really important for high school and university-aged kids. This is a bit of a hot take from my part, but start training them to think like a CFO and think like a corporate employee. One tool that I've suggested for a lot of folks, and it's worked really well, especially in my practice, is rather than just giving them, let's say, your own card or giving them that Uber Kids account or things of that nature, think of submitting an expense like we would in the corporate world. If you want to buy that, well, give me your justification, give me your case, and then we might actually consider doing it or not. It's a bit of a different way of looking at it, but that will teach them financial responsibility. It'll also help them separate needs versus wants. How bad do you want it? And if it's a big justification, give me your case, and then maybe we can do it.
Show me your PowerPoint. I want to know everything. If people want to learn more from you, really great tips, where do they go?
They can find me on my website, sartorialwealth.com, or follow me on YouTube, Sartorial Wealth.
Awesome information. Thank you so much, and happy back to school.
Thank you, you too.
Boy.